Welcome back to the channel, everybody. First film room of the season. I'm jacked up. Steelers preseason win against the Bucs. Gonna go over Kenny Pickett's first and only drive of the night. He looked extremely good, really comfortable. Gonna go over some things that I like, some things that I saw improvements, and then just kind of where this offense could be headed, man. So, just before we get started, y'all know the drill, man. Please make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff is greatly appreciated on my end. So let's get started, man. First play of the game. Steelers going to come out in a 3-by-1 set. You see Pat with kind of the faux motion. I'm going to give Kenny Pickett a nice zone indicator on this rep. So going back, really good throw here to Johnson. This is just a free access throw with the Bucs and off coverage cover 3. It's just one step drop, let it rip. Nice job by Johnson to make a couple guys miss. Probably should have got this first down, but still a really nice play on first down to gain about 8 or 9 yards. Second pass attempt here. Again, another 3-by-1 formation with Johnson as the backside receiver. Tampa is in Tampa 2, I believe. Yep. The Steelers are running what's called Hank. So Hank is just mirrored curl flat concepts on both sides with the OTB or over the ball route from the tight end in this case. So typically when you get Tampa 2, this Mike linebacker, so number 8 in this instance, is going to open up to the strong side of the formation. So you'll see him open up to the left. And Hank works really well against this coverage because Freiermuth's going to be able to just kind of sit down right where that middle linebacker is vacated. Typically, the read here is you read the OTB and then whatever side you want to after that, depending on the linebacker's leverage. So nice throw from Pickett, another first down to move the chain. So a lot of trips formations last night. Johnson still primarily working as the backside receiver. That really has not changed. It doesn't look like. So, like I said, Pickett was extremely good, nearly perfect. This was the one rep that I wasn't too crazy about. Don't freak out. I will explain why. Tampa is running what's called a simulated pressure here. So they are going to bring this linebacker up the middle through the A gap, and they're actually going to have their edge defender kind of peel off. So it's still a 4-man rush, but because this edge defender peeling off, he has a really good shot at Najee Harris here. And Pickett, in my opinion, is just working a little too quickly through his progressions. I'm not really sure why he turns this spot route down. This is a spot concept, a 2-man concept, which I'm not too crazy about, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. But Johnson's just running this kind of 5-yard spot route. But by the time he gets there, Pickett's already kind of checked this down to Harris in the flat. Harris is then kind of corralled by about 3, 4, 5 Bucs defenders. So kind of show you guys this from the end zone angle, just so that you all can see kind of Pickett's eyes and just how quickly he works through this. This is a quick game concept. The ball needs to come out quickly. The offensive line, just because of the way that they slide, this guy does come through the A-gap pretty untouched. But you can still see Pickett's eyes work to Johnson as the number 1 here. With 98 kind of peeling off to take the flat route, there's a pretty good throwing lane right here for him to take that. So it's just the difference in getting, a 4 or 5-yard completion or a 2-yard loss. So not the end of the world, but definitely an instance where I think he'd like to have that one back. This was 3rd and long, I believe 3rd and 10. Pickett doing what he's really done well throughout, his time in college and through his rookie season at Pitt. Just throwing accurately on the run. That's one of my favorite things about him as a quarterback, just being able to work off platform. You see Johnson doing a good job here, just kind of working in this defender's blind spot. He's going to run this kind of like fall off or hinge route towards the sideline. Nice job by Pickett too. Chooks had a little bit of a tough time last night with Bucs edge defender Yaya Diaby. He gets beat to the inside here. Pickett gets to the top of his drop, understands that he has to flush the pocket. This is just a really good ball. Perfect accuracy, hits Johnson right in the chest, away from the defender, towards the sideline to move the chains on 3rd and long. So really nice play there. Here the Steelers are running what I would call kind of a keeper slide. play. Really nice job from Pickett here again, just throwing on the run. The Steelers really do like to get him out of the pocket. And then these keeper plays are a really nice kind of complement to all the outside zone runs that they like to run on offense. So you see Pickett's going to fake to Harris here. You kind of get this split zone action with Allen Robinson kind of coming across on the slide. And then really the progression here for Pickett is, he can take the profit and hit the slide route coming across to Robinson. He kind of sees this underneath defender, um, in pretty good position there. And Robinson's not going to be able to beat him to the edge. So then he's going to work to his number two in the progression, which is Deontay Johnson. He just basically has to wait for this linebacker to kind of clear and then delivers another nice accurate throw across his body to Johnson, who makes the play for the first down. And this one of my just another thing here. You see Darnell Washington's in the game. Kind of, he's running what's called a delay route. He's just going to give Pickett a little extra time, and then kind of he's the number three man or kind of the check down in the progression if Johnson wasn't to be open on that play. So really nice play there. This play in particular is probably my favorite rep of his last night, which is going to surprise some people unless you follow me on Twitter. But I was just extremely overjoyed to see Pickett do this in real time. I think it shows big improvement from where he was as a rookie, from where he was as a prospect to now going into his first full season as a starter for the Steelers. Chooks again kind of gets beat here with a little stutter bull rush from the edge defender. You get quick pressure kind of in Pickett's face. But what I love here, man, is just stepping up into the pocket instead of bailing out to his right side. That's a really bad habit that he's had really throughout his career. But I think that you see a lot of improvement and just growth here on this play. The Steelers are just running, kind of just to play it back. The Steelers are just running mesh here, but mesh isn't a great answer against this kind of zone coverage look. Even Washington in the middle of the field is going to be pretty well covered by those linebackers at the second level. But again, this is just my favorite play just because I love the pocket movement, the quick twitch from Pickett to step up in the pocket, and just some other things too. I think last season you would have seen him try to bail out to the right. Maybe he outruns these edge defenders, but these edge defenders at the NFL level are pretty quick. And you saw him sometimes adjusting to the speed of the game last year. But two hands on the football, that quick twitch up, and then you see he still got his eyes up the field. So it's little stuff like this. This is what quarterbacking is at the NFL level, dealing with pressure and understanding how to navigate and manipulate the pocket. So this stuff is very encouraging to me. It's funny because this is his only incompletion on the night, but it was my favorite play. So just really like that rep. Wanted to talk pretty in detail about why I like that one so much. And then here's the big play to George Pickens. Kind of going to break this one down. We get a 2-by-2 look. So one thing that I like here is are running kind of comebacks, I guess, to the left side of the field or the front side, and then they're gonna run what I call kind of a bang grab concept to pick inside. So the reason why this works so well is if you get single high and this weak side linebacker right here, if he expands or stays to his side, you're going to have a window. Now, granted, this is a tight window throw, but you're going to have a window to hit this bang route, this bang eight to Pickens. Really nice job by Pickens, beating press coverage there, using his hands off the line of scrimmage to win inside quickly. From there, he pretty much has this cornerback on his back. But a really nice job by Pickens, kind of identifying that weak side linebacker, staying put, and he knows that he's going to have a really nice throwing window here. This is just a high-low. You see Freiermuth kind of sitting down here, and that's going to cause like kind of a high-low for this number 8 here, this linebacker. And Pickett, he knows exactly where to go with the ball, man. That's a really good throw. Again, you see him identify that linebacker, stand on that side of the field. All his cleats in the ground, driving the football, even a little bit of pressure up the gut here. Again, Chooks had a really tough time in pass protection with Diaby. It was a really good showing for him. So, yeah, man. I mean, this is a dart. That's a dime. Just being really precise and processing information quickly. And then a nice job by Pickens to kind of make a couple guys miss and create some yards after catch, which is really what the Steelers offense was missing, arguably more than anything last season. So again, really good performance by Kenny Pickett. You have to put it in context. The Steelers played pretty much all of their starters on offense, at least through that first drive. The Bucs pretty much sat their entire roster last night, and they only played a handful of starters, basically none of which were on defense. So it was against backups, but again, that's all we have to go off of right now. I think you see some improvement. Nice pocket manipulation skills. He was accurate, made some plays on the run, and I just think overall commanded the offense really well. So that was about as good and as encouraging of a start as I think you really could have asked for from the first team offense. You get an explosive play, really long touchdown, and your second year quarterback taking some steps forward, man. So I'm really excited to see kind of if this offense can continue to build on this in the next preseason game. But we'll have to wait until next weekend to see that. So appreciate you guys for tapping in with me. Again, just if you watched the whole video, I appreciate y'all, but please make sure that you like the video, drop me a comment, let me know what you guys thought of the performance last night, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will check you guys later. Peace.